Hello, everyone. Hello. It's been a couple weeks since I have done a Friday Fitness Talk, and please accept my apologies for that. I know a lot of people have been asking, "Where have you been? What's going on?" We haven't been seeing any updates. For those of you that don't know me personally, I recently lost my mother. She passed away on October 28th, 2019, around three or four, between 3 and 4 p.m. that day. And I have pretty much put up like cement walls in my mind from dealing with the part of grief that I had not yet dealt with, which was facing the reality of her being physically gone from this world, that I would never physically see her again, and all the things that I relied on and were comforted by with her presence were completely demolished with her absence. In terms of crying, I didn't really have to do too much of that. I have actually been grieving my mother for a couple years now, because I didn't just completely lose her all at once in October. I've been losing her for a couple years as pieces of her have been, leaving her. The things that I have been used to, such as her independence, her ability to take care of herself with that. That was a part of grieving. And then when she lost her limbs, not being able to walk anymore, not being able to grab things and do things with the left arm anymore, that was another part of grieving. And just all of who mom is as I've known her all my life, as things begin to peel away, that has all been a part of grieving for me the past couple years. So I've been able to do it in phases so that it didn't all hit me in once, which I'm very grateful for. However, there is a part of mental and emotional health that relies completely on facing the reality and processing the fact that she's gone, dealing with it mentally and emotionally, and also coming to terms with that loss. It is a loss. So, people are not the only things that we should grieve. We have emotions for a reason, and that is part of some of the stuff that we're going to get into in some of the Friday Fitness Talks when it comes to mental health and emotional health, is that we handicap ourselves so many times by numbing ourselves and not actually dealing with certain things, not processing certain things mentally and not facing certain things. We run away a lot, and today's society has programmed us to run away from a lot. And so not only are we physically unhealthy, but we are also spiritually, emotionally, and mentally unhealthy and unstable as a result of not dealing with things. So anyway, I'm going to go a little bit further into this is an update video. So I would say probably about once a month I'll do an update video in between the educational Friday Fitness Talks. I know that I was supposed to do a Friday Fitness Talk centered around beverages. Whew, it's pretty extensive, guys. I'm going to hold off another week on that. Next week, I'm going to hit that hot and heavy. I wasn't planning on it being as extensive as it is. But there are a lot of things that we just don't know about the things that we drink. So with that, as you all know, I have given up alcohol on the first week. That has been pretty much a breeze, Hadn't drank a sip of alcohol the whole month of December since I started, until I lost 20 pounds. Yes, I did lose 20 pounds. And a lot of my skin is just really starting to get loose and droopy in certain places. I'm afraid this time around that I am probably going to have skin removal surgery, just because being as overweight as I am, skin is not going to be able to keep up with the weight loss. And because I am a beast in the gym, it's gonna come off pretty fast. The thing is, because the first thing that people will say is, "Oh, don't, that's so unhealthy. Don't lose it so fast. That's so unhealthy." It's not. No, it's not unhealthy. What is unhealthy is making drastic changes to your eating and your lifestyle that you don't intend to hold up or make permanent. So what'll happen is a lot of people go on these diets, and diets are very unhealthy because diets is a word that we use to describe a temporary plan that is solely used just to lose the weight until it's gone, until it's off. And then we go back and do whatever the heck we want to do and, just live on. That is unhealthy. I am making lifestyle changes because I have been down this road before and I have educated myself in a way that will prevent me from even wanting to go back to certain unhealthy things. I have done extensive research on a lot regarding health and fitness and all the areas of health. And I have taken it even a step further and educated myself on how all the different areas of health are related and how the chain reaction works and how one area of health can affect another area of health or is connected to another area of health, and the whole snowball effect. So we'll get into a lot of that in the months to come, but I'm really, really excited. Okay, so let me go back. I was on a journey. So I was telling you guys the first week I gave up alcohol. So that was great. After losing the 20 pounds, I did have alcohol when I went to Nashville, Tennessee, which I used Nashville, Tennessee as a getaway so that I could actually start the grieving process of the things that I had not yet dealt with, which went okay. Thank you for those that were concerned in that. I've been asking. It went okay. The second week I gave up beverages, all other beverages outside of water. So from the second week in December all the way up to now, I have just been drinking only water, except for when I was in Nashville, Tennessee and drank alcohol, because you can't mix alcohol with water. And if you're not drinking shots, you kind of have to have mixers. So anyway, that's been going great. My skin has been so much clearer. My body has felt so much better. I have been extremely hydrated. You know what? I never really had a problem with not drinking enough water. I always have really liked water. Water has always been a part of my intake, liquid intake. But so were a lot of other things. So there is a difference. So anyway, this week I actually gave up fast food, which it's funny because, sometimes we don't really realize how much fast food we really eat because it's a convenience. It's a very quick thing. It's a convenient thing, and it also handicaps us. It makes us lazy because we're supposed to cook our food and we're supposed to prepare our food, and meal prep is a thing. It's a really big thing, and I think I have someone in mind who I'm going to have as a guest on the video when I talk about meal prep. That'll probably be in a few weeks. But anyway, that is a great thing for me. I gave up fast food, and it was mainly breakfast. It's easy to just, first thing in the morning, get up, get ready, get out of the house, and let me just grab something real quick in the drive-thru at McDonald's for breakfast, a biscuit sandwich and maybe a hash brown and whatever. It's really easy to do that, but sometimes we don't really realize what we're putting in our bodies when we do that. So along with fast food, there is a percentage of unrefined oil that I'm no longer going to be intaking. Unrefined oil is probably going to have its own whole video on a Friday Fitness Talk, and so will unrefined sugars. It's going to have its own video, its own week. I am proud to announce that I have calculated, from a physical health perspective, I have calculated how many pounds I'm going to have to lose every month. And I am proud to announce that I only have to lose 19.8 pounds a month for 10 months. So I'm on a 12-month plan. Here's how it's going to work. It's starting this month officially, so the 20 pounds in December does not count. It starts January and it goes through December, through the end of the year. We're going to make it just beginning to end of the year. The 10 months, I'm going to lose all the weight that I want to lose to get back down to my weight goal. The last 2 months of the year are going to be used. I hate this part. Cross training and toning. I hate reps. I hate reps so much I could just cry. But lifting and toning and all that good stuff is going to be what the last 2 months are going to be used for. And I know that, with, one of my goals and it's on my bucket list to run a marathon, which is really, really exciting. Of course, the first one on my list is to run a half marathon, and then the ultimate goal is to run a whole marathon. But anyway, I am using that 12 months specifically for that because what's going to happen is the celebration, the huge celebration that I'm going to have in the spring of 2021 is going to be my first reveal to the public of my body. Yeah, I know, right? Crazy. So, it's going to happen and it's going to be great. This is actually a lot slower than what I'm used to in terms of weight loss because the first time around it came off pretty quickly and in droves. Like there were some months that I lost over 40 pounds in a month. It was crazy. Of course, that kind of weight loss doesn't come until running is back in the picture because running burns a lot of weight for me. So anyway, that is how that's going to happen. So yeah, lost the 20 pounds in December, had a minor setback in the end of December when I drank that week. It was supposed to be only one day and it's supposed to be only 3 servings, but I got a little carried away. And the whole grieving and the emotions and all that good stuff got the best of me, and I took it a little bit further than what I was supposed to, but like I said, I'm going to be transparent about everything on this journey. That's the problem with a lot of people is that they only post the good stuff and they only show the good stuff. I've always been a very transparent person, so even my weaknesses and, the reality of where I fall short is going to be put on display. I want people to know that it's okay to make mistakes because you're human, okay? It is just in our nature to have the possibility of screwing up sometimes and falling short. The victory comes when you decide to bounce back from falling short, or you decide to own up to your mistakes or apologize for your wrongdoings or whatever you got to do what you got to do right. You always want to bounce back. Are you going to give up or are you going to keep going? So that is, part of my accountability and part of my transparency is to show all of the things, not just the good things, but all of the things. So I am really, really hoping that these videos are going to inspire, motivate, and help a lot of people. I really want you guys to continue to share and, encourage people to like and subscribe. Because we're gonna be hitting it heavy, and I know I keep saying that, but man, it's a lot. It's been a lot. It's been a lot to think about. It's been a lot to process. Life in general has been a lot. December was an absolutely crazy month, and it always is a crazy month for me as a performer, as a musician, an actor, as a vocalist, a songwriter, an accompanist. All the things I do are in high demand in December. And even with my new business, owning my new business, that's a very, very high traffic time for us and, a business booming time for us. So, the 2 weeks that I didn't do the Friday Fitness, it definitely was not laziness and it definitely was not lack of will. I definitely wanted to stay on top of it, but it was absolutely insane. So bear with me, guys. We are really, really going to get into the nitty gritty here. Happy New Year to everyone. I am excited. I try not to live my life by a calendar. I kind of can't help it though. You know, we are in time and everything operates by time. But what I was trying to say initially was that I try not to live my life like a lot of these people. Oh, it's January 1st. All of a sudden it's a new year and it's a clean slate. You can have a clean slate at any time. You can make a lifestyle change at any time. Whenever it's, in my opinion, the best time to make a change is when you know a change needs to be made. There is no sense in holding out and, oh, well, okay, there's 3 more months of the year. I guess I'll continue doing stupid things and doing things that are not good for myself for the next 3 months. And I'll wait till the new year because that's when I have the green light to make changes to be a better person. I've never been one of those people. So, like, even when I made the decision to start pulling things away in December, on December 1st, that was when everything got completely real to me. And I was slapped in the face with a lot of realities, especially after dealing with mom's passing and having my life completely back and having all this free time. It was like, I had to remember, like, okay, what kind of things do I like to do again? What are my pet peeves? What are my hobbies? I had to really find myself again. And to an extent, I'm still trying to find myself in certain areas because my wife has been completely devoted to caring for her. And when you know you're a caregiver and your life is about somebody else for a time, it's easy to lose yourself. And so, you know, that's another part of my health and fitness journey is finding myself again and finding the things that really make me happy and just discovering this new place that I'm in, even in my own life with my age. You know, I'm 35 now. Good God, today, where has time gone? It's a process. Everything is a process. And so I want you guys to keep sending me encouraging messages, leave encouraging comments. I thank you guys, those that have already been doing so. If you haven't been doing so and you have a inkling of a desire to do so, trust that desire, trust that instinct. Go ahead and do it because it will help me, which will in turn help somebody else. So thank you guys again. I think that next week I'm going to have a guest. I am crossing my fingers and hoping that she can be with me next week because she is very knowledgeable about nutrition and stuff like that. So as we're going to be digging into the truth about soda and different drinks that we put other things in, you know, coffee and, you know, just whatever, like all juice even. We're going to talk about juice. This is going to, see, now the thing we're going to talk about juice is going to kind of blow some people's minds. Yeah, we're going to have a great time. So anyway, I am going to get off here now, signing off. Project Deja Vu is underway. And we are going hard. And remember, if you don't like something about yourself, change it. Bye.